Hello and welcome to Halcyon Blink. My name's Lorne Wisey, I'm going to be your host for this episode. And on this episode we're going to be talking about Ali G Indahouse, a 2002 British comedy by Sacha Baron Cohen. Based in the UK within the realm of a pseudo-realistic comedy, Ali G Indahouse follows the titular character Ali G as he pursues a political career, albeit sort of, you know, comedically in a, well, he's not actually reading, and then kind of gets knocked into it, and then he gets tossed off by a council worker, and now he is. It's a fantastic film. In some ways, you could argue that it kicked off the sort of slew of British comedies that followed it, like the Cornetto trilogy, Alan Partridge as well, I believe was afterwards, a couple of other British style inspired comedies that came after. It's just a fantastically over-the-top, character-driven experience that I think in many ways, people overlook these days in favour of Borat, because Borat seemed to take the world by storm and seemed to have a lot less of a budget and a lot less going behind it, but then turned out to be so much greater than everyone ever imagined. But Ali G Indahouse, the jokes, the characters, the cast, the fact that Michael Gambon is in this and plays a lot of this straight in terms of having smoked weed at the UN.
Could be Armageddon breaking out. Please help me, will you? Chill, bro, we'll sort it.
A few moments later.
Oh, bummer.
Tease me, tease me, tease me, tease me, babe.
You saved my white ass, Ellie. No problem, brethren. Big up the herbal tea, aye?
Having said lines to Sacha Baron Cohen's character that are just not in keeping with his character as Prime Minister of the country. The fact that they follow this character of Ali G down these paths of just every little thing being gangster or street. And it fitting with the time in the UK culture when a lot of the youth, including myself, who I bought a G Unit spinner chain off eBay. I don't know why I thought that'd be a good idea, but it was. Felt that kind of culture was cool, but weren't quite smart enough to realise that he was lampooning it. We'd talking like this, talking like he's got street in it blood.
This is my hood, and these girls belong to me.
Belong? That is a very sexist way to talk about these bitches.
These days that kind of accent isn't around so much anymore. Back in the day, people were actively trying to pretend to speak like that. They were really buying FUBU clothing and Rough Riders stuff because they thought that was cool. And the fact that he took that and made it such a hilarious and such a over-the-top introspective of UK culture and politics, lampooning politics as well. It was clever comedy considering what it was. This film really gets underrated and overlooked, I feel. Some great moments in the film that I would recommend people watch just for this. The intro, Booyaka Booyaka, Jungle is massive. Freaking hilarious, absolutely hilarious. The council worker scene, oh my God. Even as a 28-year-old now, as a 12-year-old when this came out, god damn, that was funny.
Well, what has we got here then?
I was doing a serious protest, if you don't mind.
Well, in that case, we'll leave you to it.
Oh, thanks.
There was just one thing, though.
The only joint made this year, little knock to 2003.
Oh shit, this rail is very dirty. It's going to need a lot of polish.
Also, a lot of the references. The chick they got in it, I know that they picked her because she's insanely hot and she's supposed to have a deeper character, but when you break down her character, she doesn't actually have any, considering the film builds up to her having like this big crescendo of a moment. Boring! It's just great, fantastic. The cutaways as well I liked. As far as the cinematography is concerned, it's shot well enough, it's funny. Martin Freeman, he adds a layer to this considering where he went on to now he's in the Marvel films, he's had his own saga with Lord of the Rings.
Oh, cheers, the LAPD, man.
Yeah, and?
Oh, man, you are one bad motherfucker, man.
I is feeling it.
Yeah, I'm so
You rocking it?
I'm feeling it.
I'm checking it.
I'm doing it.
I'm feeling it.
I'm kissing it.
I'm checking it.
Nice.
It's just amazing how this film took off so many people's careers in terms of a comedic aspect and from a film perspective, that it's amazing that it's overlooked. Now, if I'm going to give it a rating, as a comedy, it's a 9 or a 10 out of 10. It really is that good. As a film, it's probably less so. The soundtrack isn't amazing now that it's jaded a little bit. The amount of EastEnders or ex-EastEnders actors in this film is a little bit off-putting for me, but you know, again, whatever. It's over-reliance on gay jokes and stuff like that these days would probably offend a lot of social justice warriors, so that's probably a plus in my book. And I would say that for just a straight-up comedy, this film is up there with the very best. So I would highly recommend you go watch it if you haven't done already. So I'm going to rate this as, in fairness, I'm going to rate it as an 8 out of 10. So thanks very much for watching this episode of Halcyon Blink. Please like, share and subscribe. Check out some of the other content creators in the description below. Please check out some of my other videos that I've released recently. Follow me on Twitter. And as always, I hope you're taking care of yourselves and I will see you on the next episode of Halcyon Blink.